Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to Connection with Pastor Jay. I'm so grateful that you're here. You could be anywhere else listening to anything, and you're tuning in to my podcast, and I really appreciate it. And it's not just my podcast, it is our podcast, because this is a connection with me. This is a conversation. It's unedited, and it's what I think people need today more than ever to get them through life. I know that it gives me life to do this, and also it helps me in my walk with Christ. So I'm hoping that not only do I do this and it adds value to me, I hope it adds value to you, and you'll share and like, subscribe, support, and so on and so forth. So we're still in our 5-week Come Home series, and this is episode 3, The Porch Light Stays On. So I want to speak to the one who feels like they've drifted. Not on purpose, just little by little. A missed prayer here and there. Maybe they're in a very crucial moment in their life. And before you know it, the distance feels wider than you remember. We're on that boat. We're occupied with life. And we turn and look, and the current has pushed us away. And you can't even see the shore. But today, I want to remind you, grace doesn't clock out. Mercy doesn't relocate, and that little whisper you keep hearing, it's not judgment, it's an invitation. You see, like a porch light that's left on, and if we're talking about that boat, metaphorically speaking, right, and we're in the deep waters, there are things called lighthouses. What does a lighthouse do? It allows boats in storms or in the darkness to have a point to get to so they can get safely to the shore. It's a fixed point. Does this sound familiar? Anyway, but like a porch light or a lighthouse, in whatever season of wandering, it stays lit. So if we look at Luke 15, but while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion. That tells me something. It tells me the father was watching and had been watching, waiting, always waiting, not with a lecture, but with a hug. I know now that my girls are 21 and 17 that, we'll have that Life 360 app, and we can see when they get close to home, and me and my wife are excited to see them, to see how their day is. And I'm just standing at the door, and the door's there. It's unlocked. I mean, I'm not going to let the bugs in, but you get what I'm saying. It's always open. And they come, and, when I'm not busy with the world, you get what I'm saying. I'm not distracted. And man, the first thing I want to do is hug them, high five them, just let them know that they are loved. Isn't it good that when you come home that you feel like you're loved? Because a lot of us come home and we feel so unloved that we would rather not come home. So having said that, sometimes we think we got to clean up before we show up. But grace says, come dusty, right? Be like Pigpen. If you know that reference, drop me a comment. Grace says, come tired. You can be exhausted. God doesn't care. Grace says, come late. Okay, you're late. Wank, wank. Did you just wank, wank me? I did. It doesn't matter if you come late. It's that you come. Because the Father doesn't check your timestamp. He's not looking at a watch. He created time. He doesn't have to have a watch. He checks your heart. So listen, this isn't about how far you have run. It's about who's still standing at the gate. He never said too far. He said, I've been waiting. So today, whether you feel close or not, whether it's been days, months, or even years, let hope whisper again, come home. If this resonated with you, take a moment, breathe. I'll take a breath with you. Reflect on the other 2 podcasts. Where are you? Come to your senses. Now the porch light is still on. and share with someone who might be sitting in the dark wondering if the light still on, because it is, and it is shining bright for you. And if you have Jesus Christ in your heart, and your light, your eternal light is shining, and that's why we have to go into the dark to be the light for people to come home. But can we ourselves be willing and surrender to God and allow our talents to be used that He gave us anyway to minister? All of us have been called minister. It doesn't matter about the title or if you've been ordained. We've all been called to minister to everyone and share the gospel of Jesus Christ. But can we go into the dark to be able to be that lighthouse? Who was your lighthouse? Who was your porch light to get you home? Have you thanked them in a while if they're still living? Have you thought about them? Because they were the light for you to come home. Now in turn, we need to be the light so others can come home. Like, subscribe, share this out so we can all collectively, and if we're all collectively the light, darkness will flee, because there's no darkness with a bright, supercharged mega bulb light. Thank you for tuning in to Connection with Pastor Jay, and I love you, and I'll check you next time.